Hey, welcome back to Paranormasight. We've been really action-packed these last 2 episodes, I'd say. Yes, we're finishing up our talks with our boy here after we've sent Shiraishi, I guess, to the great beyond. And we had to save our game to do that, which was a pretty cool mechanic, which I didn't think about for a while for some reason. Alright, let's think to myself. This is the bastard who ran over Michio and drove away? If that's true, then why does he... Well, leave this to me, okay? Alright. Utaro's visibly shaken. That must mean there's some reason he doesn't want the cops around. I don't have any ill intentions. I wanted to tell you that I want to help if you intend to resurrect Michio Shiraishi. That was my intention from the beginning when I received my cursed stone. And that's why I took your cursed stone, and can't be too careful. Besides, what connection do you have to Michio Shiraishi? Well, we, met once. I was so sad to hear the news of her death the other day. Uh-huh. Met once? I see. Well, I'm sure it must have been painful for you, but... Do you think bringing back the dead will erase the fact that you hit her with your car? What? I'm sure that I have no idea what you're talking about. Damn. Oh, so he thinks he can undo what he's done by bringing back Michio. What a selfish reason. But in the end, would I be opposed to that? I don't know. What would I have thought if I met him last night? We would have killed him. I don't know. If you don't know, I'll tell you, and you'll let me ask you some questions in return. Did you just get your license recently? We found a van with bloodstains on it. You see, it's only a matter of time before we find who the owner is. What's that supposed to mean? Why don't you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with Michio Shiraishi? Not only that, you killed someone with your cursed stone, didn't you? Stop. Stay away from me. Damn it. Okay. I give up. It's all over for me. Afterwards, Yutaro Namigaki gave his confession. He admitted that he was behind the wheel of the van that hit Michio Shiraishi. He explained that he was speeding in order to impress a girl he had in the car with him. Oh, that was gruesome. After hitting the schoolgirl, he drove away and planned to wash the car in secret to destroy the evidence. But he became nervous and went back to the scene of the crime at the urging of his passenger. When they returned to the scene, the female passenger went to check the victim alone while he sat panicking in the car. When she returned, she told him people were unlikely to assume a hit and run, as it looked similar to a suicide by jumping from height. Afterwards, the pair parted ways and Yutaro dumped the vehicle deep in the woods under the cover of night. The two of them decided to keep the accident a secret. The next morning, Michio Shiraishi's body was discovered, and luckily for them, her death was ruled a suicide. However, a darkness lingered within his heart. From that day on, the schoolgirl appeared before him covered in blood, her limbs bent and broken, to spite him in his dreams every night. Even when awake, he would see a phantom of her corpse in the dark, moaning and cursing him at all times. Troubled by the constant hallucinations, it was only a number of days before he suffered a nervous breakdown. He couldn't bear hiding what he'd done anymore, and planned to turn himself in, but was stopped by the passenger from that night. It was then that he first heard rumors of the rite of resurrection. He thought that if he could resurrect the schoolgirl, that it would be like if the accident never happened, and with that, the darkness enshrouding his heart could be dissipated. From then on, he searched the areas associated with the 7 mysteries of Honjo every night. And he received the curse of the foot-washing mansion as a result. I see. That's right. I'm not a bad man. I wanted to return myself in, and that girl who tempted me... Okay. Calm down and listen, son. If you don't think you've done anything wrong, what would these girls think if they saw you run over that poor girl? There's something I want to know. Do you know anything about a talisman that Michio should have had on her at the time of the accident? Talisman? What are you talking about? So you don't know anything. In that case, what about that woman who was with you? Can you ask her? Oh, that's right. Everything is her fault in the first place. Look at our boy go. So innocent. Well, that may not be exactly wrong. Just riding passenger in a car involved in an involuntary vehicular manslaughter isn't a crime in and of itself. But according to your statement, she neglected her duty to seek aid and instigated you to neglect your duty to report the accident. And if she took an article from the scene, she'd also be charged with theft. Can you tell me who she is? You have no intent of hiding anything anymore, do you? Yeah, that's right. It's her fault. Do what you want with her. It's time for her to face what she's done. It's his daughter. It's gotta be. Her name is Ayame Tono. She is an art student I met in town. What? I knew it. An art student named Ayame Tono? Whoa. Are you absolutely sure of that? What point would there be in lying to you now? What, do you know her or something? She may look nice, but she's rotten on the inside. I'd like to meet the parents who raised someone like that. Shut up! What's wrong, Inspector Tatsumi? You're drenched in sweat. No. Wait. Damn it, why? How could this happen? Listen up. I'm taking this one with me down to the station for more questioning. You two go after the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Got that? Okay, we will. Come with me. Whoa! Let's get going. Yeah. I do like how that ended. Let's do this. Interesting. Wonder if I'm missing something. I know there's like a couple of things I've done where I could have died. But, I'll check that out another time. Too much to hand. Do I have... What's left now? Find a journal left behind the Dista wife, revealing the mystery behind the kidnapping. Okay. Is there more to do? Yeah, I might as well do this. Let's do this! Having regained control of herself, Yako rejoins Mio in their search for the Record of Fates. However, they find themselves with scarcely any leads to follow. Alright. 4 p.m. South Warigezui Street. Nice sign. I know we're supposed to be finding that Record of Fate's Yin Scroll thing, but it sure would be nice if we had more of a lead to work with. Right now, our only option is to try and trace the bloodline that the Onmyoji Seimin oh my god, why do they make me do this? Tsuchi Mikado to today. But he's not a legitimate descendant of his family, so the library doesn't have anything about it. And since we've got nothing so far, we find ourselves here. This is my favorite place. Where's the sticker? Where's the sticker? Why are you so close to me? Where's the sticker? There's gotta be a sticker somewhere. Sorry, everyone. I'm just very focused on... Oh! There's the sticker. See? This is worth it. Mockingbird. Whoa, which one's this? Is this a secretary bird? That's pretty sick. Let me see that secretary bird. Oh no, it's just Bad Bill. But I still like it. Bad Bill looks great. Finally. Most important things. There was a bunch of police cars speeding by here earlier. I wonder if something happened. Must be. I've seen a few police officers and they look like they were on edge. Could Inspector Tutsumi have let that Majima escape and everyone scrambling to find him? Let that Najima escape. Oh, after all the effort we put into gathering information, that would be unfortunate. That would be unfortunate. Oh, Hihaku Soaps, my favorite office. Is there nothing else? Whoops. So this is the Hihaku Soaps headquarters. So we're thinking that one of the high-ranking people here is most likely the mastermind. Chairwoman Yamamori, was it? Wait, are chairwomen high-ranking? Isn't the most important person at the company the president? I'm not sure, but she's definitely an important person. Even if we're able to meet with her, what do we talk with her about? We can't just waltz in there and ask her if she knows about the Yin Scroll out of nowhere. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Ooh, is that your working style, Mio? Well, whenever I find myself out of options, I usually just jump right into the thick of it. It's a smart move. Oh, if you're scared, I don't mind going in by myself. Scared? As if. Think of me as your trusty bodyguard. I don't mind going big and taking a chance. Oh, yeah. There's the Yakko I know. Hell yeah, we're gonna beat up some soaps. Oh, that's true, I can talk to you. I'm so close. Has Mio been doing stuff like this all by herself up until now? It's so dangerous, and there are so many unknowns. Must be so tough for her. No wonder it'd be hard to make friends. Something the matter? Nope, let's go for it. I'm sure we'll be fine. I mean, we've managed to get this far. Hey, Mio, you know. Yeah? You might not look it, but you've got a bold side. A little reckless, even. Huh? You think? I suppose things not going to plan is just a part of life in this world. No, I mean, I think it's a good thing. I'm the same way. I feel like we get along well together. Maybe that's one reason why. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Oh, that was sweet. Oh, Mio, what about that one guy? The one Inspector Tatsumi checked with. I forget his name. Oh, right. Apparently he never heard from Nakagoshi. Not that we have a way of contacting him directly anyway. We just have to leave a message with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau's messenger and hope it reaches him. He's always the one who contacts me, and even then it's only instructions. I guess we're in a tight spot then. We won't get anywhere just waiting around. Let's do the best we can working on our own. Okay. Can't look at the manhole? No, not interesting enough? Alright, soaps time. Now, shall we? Hey, yeah, I'm going inside. Alright, let's give this a shot. Our only lead is soap. Excuse me, sorry. Is it? Oh. Looks like we're out of luck. Who knew you needed an appointment months in advance to meet a chairwoman? Turns out she's super duper important. Even the receptionist gave us the cold shoulder after realizing we're just students. Maybe her private secretary would hear us out, but they seem to be out at the moment. In that case, what do we do? Barging in suddenly didn't work out. At this point, there might be nothing more we can do. What are you thinking? Oh no. Oh, surroundings? Huh? What is it? That person is coming this way. What? That tall guy? Do you know him? Yeah, from a little while back. Mr. Yumioka, over here. Oh. You're Gamiodo's manager, Mr. Yumioka, right? Yes? Good to see you again. Oh. So that was real. Miss Kurosuzu. What a coincidence running into you here. Gamiodo? Yumioka? Oh, he's nervous. You killed Shogo in another timeline. Why would you do that? He was so nice. He's been trying to avoid eye contact with Mio since he noticed it was her. Something's fishy. Whoa, wow, 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 wow. Just what kind of person is this guy? A bad person. Like, he's a little too nervous for just running into an acquaintance. Very interesting. You know him, Mio? Yeah, from a job a while back. Yeah, from a job a while back. There's something up in the sky? Nope. Nope. Hello. How have things been since we last met? If she just stays with her training, she won't have to rely on cheating people anymore. Yes, she has been keeping at it. Cheating people? Miss Kurosuzu, so glad to see you are doing well. I assume we've had no issues you need to concern yourself with. What? Why are you being so fucking weird? You gotta tell me what happened. A case from a while back. A family overseeing a reliquary came to us saying they were being investigated by someone suspicious. Investigated? A psychic named Suigen Gamiodo suddenly showed up. She said that she had a premonition that something terrible would happen and had to exorcise the temple immediately. Sounds like a cover for a burglary. After they notified the police, I was dispatched there by Paranormal Affairs. I inspected the place myself, but didn't see anything wrong, so I sent them away. He acted as Gamiodo's manager during the case. That is pretty suspicious. Apparently, she was looking for something there, but I told her that that's no excuse for fraud and sent her off with a scolding. And honestly, Gamiodo didn't even have that much spirit sense to speak of, which soured my mood on the whole thing. Right, so she was one of those types then. Well, she's involved in all kinds of stuff, so she may at least be knowledgeable about paranormal objects. That's fair. But essentially, she's one of those fraudulent psychics that are so common nowadays. Yeah. Hello, sir. If you have no further business with me, then I'll be on my... Oh, before you go, Gamiodo seemed to know a lot about paranormal objects. It would be a huge help if we could ask her about something. And what that might be? What might that be? Is she familiar with an ancient text called the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll? Or anything about the descendants of an Onmyoji named Seimin Tsuchimikado? I beg your pardon? Miss Kurosuzu, how do you... So you do know about it? I see. If that's what you're after, then that means... Hold it! Don't tell me you're trying to snatch up some innocent schoolgirls this time. Stop right there. Huh? If it isn't Yumioka, what a pleasure to see you again. What? Mayu Chozawa, what are you doing here? Huh? Chozawa? This investigator here helped me out. You really did a number on me. What do you know? We just so happen to have some business with Hihaku ourselves. Why don't you join us? You can do that much for us, can't you? You work for Hihaku after all. Depending on how this conversation goes, I won't have to get the police involved. Huh? You work for Hihaku? What's going on? There's really no way you can refuse, though, is there? You two young ladies must be involved as well. Would you care to join us? Oh, sure. We're all hanging out. Separately. Quite the view, isn't it? How long can you play dumb with this many people lined up and wanting answers from you? You'd better just give in and come clean with everything you know. Ugh. She's Mayu Chozawa, the fiancée of Hajime Yoshimi, the police officer. I'll have to talk to her about Hitomi later. So many people. Oh my god. We were introduced briefly earlier, but this flashy-looking guy is a private investigator. I thought they were only like that in TV shows, but I guess they're pretty intense in real life too. That's exactly what they all look like. But Mio's amazing too, keeping her cool at a time like this. She must be used to dealing with adults by now. She was only introduced as the investigator's client. She's cool. Well, she's cool. It feels like we wouldn't stand a chance against a full-grown woman like her. Sorry, I feel like I got something in my throat. Alright. Excuse me, I had no idea that Gamiodo was connected with Hihaku. So I'd just like to ask. Was it Miss Yamamori from Hihaku who obtained the Record of Fates and passed it on to Araishi? No, that was not the case. Oh, my mistake. Was it Suiden Gamiodo's doing then? No, it was not. We first learned of the Record of Fates from Mr. Araishi. It was then that Miss Yamamori gained an interest and extended a contract to compensate him in return for his research and findings. Then who was it that activated the Feast of Shadows to call forth the Curse of the Seven Mysteries? I give you my word that we had no part in that. We had learned from Araishi beforehand that something would happen at midnight last night, that is all. Hey, there's no way that's true. Stop lying. I must ask that you please refrain from violence. Hold on, Yako. It's all right. The minute I learned that Gamiodo was none other than the queen of Hihaku herself, I felt that was the case. She doesn't have strong enough spirit sense for it. Oh, gotcha. Ugh. While it is somewhat shameful, if you require proof, then so be it. What? So that talk of supernatural powers was just hot air? I don't think she has zero spirit sense, but even Yako here has more than her. I do? Also, the spirit power lingering in this park has been bothering me for quite some time. The person who died here must have had considerably powerful spirit sets. That's Shogo! If they were a Hihaku employee, then maybe they should have been the one running things. My, to think Shogo Okie was so talented. At any rate, Hihaku wasn't the mastermind behind exposing the Record of Fates to the world. and initiating the Feast of Shadows. I think we can be sure about that. All right. And you know about the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll too, don't you? If you're researching the Rite of Resurrection in the Record of Fates, then you must have looked into the Yin Scroll as well. You must have looked into the Yin Scroll. That's right. The Record of Fates alone wasn't enough to learn how to collect soul dregs. I'm sure you looked into many things on your own, but how much do you actually know? Who and where Seimin Chimikado's descendants are, where you were able to find that sort of information with Gamioto's connections? I can't reveal that. Damn. Wow, seeing a bunch of adults surround another adult like this is pretty wild. It's kind of fun. Who and where Seimin descendants? I can't talk about that. Let's talk to our girl. Excuse me, are you new to all of this too? Oh, I guess I'm kind of just tagging along. Me too. Let's make sure not to get in the way, shall we? Right. Yeah, we're great. Richter Guy. Now then. I've come to hand over the Haunting Clapper's curse stone like I promised. A curse stone? A curse stone? Thank you. I have to admit, I'm surprised that you are a man of your word. But first, I've got some questions about the curse stones you already have. What exactly do you want to know? Earlier you said Hihaku have collected 6 curse stones already. 6? I'd like to confirm which of the 7 mysteries they correspond to. And why do you need to know that? Because I don't trust, of course. If you really collected them like you say, you'd have no problem saying which cursed stones they are, right? First, the Whispering Canal. Good, good. And what else? My Uchizawa over there has the Beckoning Light. Yep, you're the one who made sure I got it. What? Unfortunately for you, I don't feel like handing it over. So I don't think it counts as one of yours. Good to know. Anyway, do continue. Next, there's the ever-burning lantern, which we gave to Hideki Araishi. Oh. So, you consider that one of Hihaku's then? Whatever. We'll worry about that later. That's 3. What about the others? Well, the others are the Foot-Washing Mansion and the Evergreen Beach. What? And lastly, the Fool's Procession, if I recall. So you claim. How about it, mademoiselle? That's wrong. Those 3 are with Inspector Tsutsumi. I gave the Fool's Procession to him myself, so I know he's wrong. There you have it. Too bad for you, pal. If our agreement was founded on lies, then I'll have no duty to hand over my cursed stone like I'd promised. Meaning the only cursed stone you have is the Whispering Canal. And it inevitably follows that you used it to kill that young man at Kinshibori Park. Such a horrible act. And to your own employee, no less. No, there you are mistaken. To be entirely frank with you, we do not possess a single cursed stone. What? We planned to collect soul dregs using any method available to us, of course, as we needed the right. But committing murder ourselves was too much of a risk. We intended on having others collect the soul dregs for us. Is that so? Therefore, I myself have no soul dregs in my possession. It was our plan to arrange for particularly greedy individuals to receive the curses. What? It is possible Shogo Okie came to possess the Whispering Canal because of that. But by the time I became aware of this, he was already dead. I don't believe you. Are you really trying to talk your way out of this now? Or do you really want me to believe that Hihaku employee was cursed by a complete coincidence? That is the truth, whether you believe me or not. It must have been someone else entirely who took Shogo Okie's stone and killed him. I have no idea whatsoever whose hands the Whispering Canal is in now, nor where it may be. Oh, could it really be? Then it wasn't Hihaku who put the idea in Fumichika and Nejima's head to get a cursed stone either? Nejima? The only ones we've negotiated with are Iwai and Araishi. Interesting. Excuse me, but does that mean you don't know the location of the remaining cursed stones either? There's one that hasn't been mentioned. What about the Taiko of Tsugaru? Ooh, good question, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'm afraid we have no information in regard either. Have you heard enough about cursed stones? I have nothing else to tell you. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. What is it, mademoiselle? Would you be willing to give up the cursed stone you have? Ah, yes, you have a point. They're too dangerous to carelessly walk around with in one's pocket. However, sorry to disappoint you, that's not possible at the moment. And why is that? Ah, you don't know, do you? Then I'll tell both you and our friend from Hihaku over there. I doubt any of you have attempted it yet. But it seems that cursed stones cannot be given to normal people. Huh? What? I actually tested it with the madam here earlier. Even if you give the cursed stone to someone else, the curse bearer doesn't change, and the stone eventually makes its way back to the bearer. It's almost obvious when you think about it, seeing as how the cursed stones appeared to the curse bearers of their own accord to begin with. But Inspector Tatsumi has collected cursed stones from the other curse bearers. Then Inspector Tatsumi must be a curse bearer himself. Ah. So from what you're saying, cursed stones can only be transferred between curse bearers. And obtaining a cursed stone alone doesn't make someone a curse bearer, so they can't use its curse? Exactly. So they aren't quite as dangerous as you think. As for Hihaku's intention of just collecting the cursed stones for themselves, unfortunately for them, it was never going to work unless there's a curse bearer among them. That damn Araishi. How could he not know this? That must be why I sensed that I could not take Yako's cursed stone. I returned it right away when I borrowed it from her earlier. That's precisely how it works, my mysterious mademoiselle. I'll give mine directly to Inspector Tatsumi later. If you know Inspector Tatsumi, then I think that's best. Thank you. Yay, we're best friends. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. I don't know why I keep wanting to continue that conversation. Alright, girl, Mayu. I'll cut to the chase then. Are you the ones who killed Hajime Yoshimi? No, we did not. Don't try and play dumb now. If not you, then who? That much, I don't know. While it is true that we were after the information he possessed, he was killed by someone else before we could acquire it. Which forced us to target you instead, Miss Chozawa. And that's why you forced me to talk, and why I ended up with this curse, huh? Indeed, though I never thought you would escape. Well, it took a couple of miracles, but yeah, I got out. And just what information did Hajime have that you wanted? You really think you can get away without answering now? But... shush. fine. I'll let someone else ask you something for now. Alright. It's me. He's clearly shaken by all this. It feels like he's desperately racking his brain for a way to get out of this. It's almost hard to watch. It is embarrassing. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Well, good for you, bud. Nope. And who and where to blah 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 blah. You can't reveal that. Then would you prefer I expose to the public how Gamiodo is a fraud with almost zero spirit sense? Ugh. Fine. I understand. From the results of our independent research, I found that Seimin Tsuchimikado's descendant was Hajime Yoshimi. What? So that's why you went after Hajime? Oh, so that's why you went after Hajime. However, Hajime Yoshimi was only carrying a fragment of the whole. A fragment? That's right. He did say something about a fragment of an old manuscript. The location of the Yin Scroll was hidden. This information was split into two and hidden in a pair of talismans, which were then passed down from generation to generation. Ah, talismans? I see. Hajime Yoshimi was supposed to have one, but it was almost certainly stolen when he was killed. It's possible that he knew the location of the others as well. So that's why you questioned me about the things he inherited. The girl Hajime had been helping recently must have had it then. Oh, Michio's talisman? Yes. Michio Shiraishi was also likely a descendant of Seimin Tsukimikado. What? The talisman she carried was as a keepsake from her father. We researched it based on Miss Chozawa's memories. However, Michio Shiraishi was already dead. Yes, by coincidence, she happened to be closely connected to Mr. Iwai, so we began our investigation there. But he was already dead too, leaving you in the quandary. I see. Mio, if we can get both of the talismans... Yep, we'll know the location of the Record of Fate's Yin Scroll. Wow, sometimes the answer's right under your nose. Sometimes those answers are the hardest to find. Yeah. Oh, we can talk more. Alright. Yako, let's keep quiet about the location of the talismans for now, okay? Ah, right. No need for you, Miyoka, to know. That was a close one. I almost let it slip. Okay, I think that's about all we have to ask him. We'll let you off for today since you went along with all our questions nicely. A pleasure working with you. We're done here. But the information you have... The hell are you whining about? I said we're done, so scram! Ugh. What a silly man. That's all our business as well, so I shall be bidding you all farewell. Yes, all right. Oh, yes, right. Excuse me, Mr. Investigator. Please don't forget about that cursed stone. Don't you fret. I'll hand it over to the Inspector Tatsumi like I promised. I'm glad I didn't end up having to give it to that Yumioka. Let's take our leave, madame. With this, we'll be freed from this troublesome curse ourselves. They're so fucking weird. That lady and the investigator, we should keep an eye on them. Agreed. Really? Why? I think they're up to something. Just my intuition, but still. Yeah, I wonder what that investigator really wanted out of all of this. If his goal was getting information about the cursed stones, then this might be bad. Oh, right. I got one of those cursed stones too, the beckoning light. Oh, right. If you wouldn't mind, would you give it to Inspector Tatsumi without using it? Yeah, sure. If you introduce me to the cop, that is. I feel like if I keep carrying it around with me, I'll start getting some weird ideas too. Oh, she's sad. I just remembered. Mayu, I have something important to tell you. Whoa, what's with all the yelling all of a sudden? You know a girl named Hitomi Okuda, don't you? Really? Hitomi has Hajime's talisman? Yes, he entrusted it to her in a panic just before his death. He sensed an imminent crisis closing in on him, but Hitomi was the only one around so that he could ask for help. That's so. I'm sorry she got left with such a big responsibility. That must mean that Hajime got killed by someone who was after that talisman. But since he gave it to someone else, they couldn't steal it like they wanted. I'll have to thank Hitomi for that. I also think it's going to be hard for us to get her to give up the talisman. Yeah, you may be right. It was Hajime's dying request to her. So you two need the talisman for something? Yeah. Personally, I'd like to use the talisman as bait. Then I could get my hands on the bastard that killed Hajime. Please, I promise we'll uncover the mastermind behind all this. They probably have supernatural abilities at their disposal. Please leave them to us. Yeah, we'll catch him. Don't you worry. Well, look at that. You've got that look in your eyes. The look of young people that get that says... The look that young people get that says they'll get something done no matter what it takes. How am I supposed to say no to that? You go find them and give them what they deserve for what they did for my Hajime. You hear? We will. I'm pretty mad at them myself. If punches work on them, I'll give them a good one. Hahaha. Now that I can get behind. I'll leave it to you two. Now then, your next move should be to find Hitomi and get that talisman. Though, isn't there one more talisman that you need? Right, but we've got a pretty good idea of where the one Michio had is. We'll have to check with Inspector Tsutsumi about that. We should go back to the school and call him. You got it. Okay, I'll head to the high school now and wait for you there. Perfect. Yo, the inspector's just in a panic. His daughter has just been doing stuff. Oh. Can't be Shogo? Can I be Shogo again? He's so powerful, apparently. Oh my god. That's what I had to do. I just had to end it there. I just had to end it there. Why? Alright, well, it's all good. We can continue now. Manhunt. Having learned the location of Nejima's hideout, Tatsumi and area request backup from HQ, and Nejima's arrest is for manhunt. Alright, that's gonna be exciting. Oh shoot, it's Funky. From HQ to all bureaus. Officers have discovered the residence of paroled offender Fumichika Nejima, currently wanted under suspicion of criminal threat. Suspect escaped his residence prior to officers' arrival and is now at large in Sumida City. Suspect is thought to be fleeing on foot. All bureaus are instructed to pursue, ensuring that he does not take refuge indoors. Sorry. I just had a huge sneeze right before. So don't mind me. Furthermore, suspect is believed to possess a weapon capable of causing large-scale casualties. All officers are instructed to exercise extreme caution in their pursuit, remaining vigilant for signs of explosive and poison gas. Yeah. Former Yasuda guards. Oh, it's been a while. Sorry, boss. I tracked down Nejima's safe house, but he legged it just before we got there. Not your fault. We should have known he'd be on the lookout for us. We've got officers all over town. It's only a matter of time before we bag them. Oh, I changed my shirt, boss. No need for a BO check. The hell? Why would I be trying to sniff your pit stink? Wait, is that not what you were doing? Do know where you got that idea, but you can put it right back where it came from. I'll get you in the mood for a good whiff someday, boss. I'll stake my career on it. Hell no, not even for your career. The what? Damn you, Najima. Where the hell did you go? Huh? You sure are eyeing me up, boss. Don't tell me. You got a thing for me? No, nothing like that. Sorry, I shouldn't stare. So, boss, what are we doing here anyway? I figured Najima might show up. Call it a hunch, but he used this place as a hideout 20 years ago. Fair enough, but will he even remember it after so long? Probably. Wait. Is there a sticker? Sticker? Please. Do you think there's like a sticker in the trees? There. Are you hiding something behind you, boy? Damn. Let's look at the surroundings. The rest of the town's crawling with police, but there's practically no one here. We've been running ourselves ragged all day. It's nice to finally stop and catch our breath. That's fair. The rest of the town's crawling with police, but there's practically no one here. We've been running ourselves ragged. Okay. Guess we'll look at the surroundings later. Oh, we could look pretty high up. Oh, I can't look at those, huh? Alright. Sorry for looking around nonstop. Remember that mugshot of Najima we circulated? I think it was from when he got out on parole, but except for a few wrinkles, he looked just like he did 20 years ago. Yeah, no wonder how he kept up that weight on a prison diet. No idea how he kept up that weight. That's a stroke of luck, though, isn't it? It means that he'll be easy to spot. See, there's something bothering me about that. We got every officer in the area looking for him, but no one's seen a damn thing. Which makes me wonder, what if we're looking for the wrong face? You mean he's slimmed down? But it's only been half a year since he made parole. Could he really have lost that much weight in just 6 months? Well, he must look different enough so that no one recognized him when he started working at Komagata High. Good point, but that means the photo we've got is useless. I know we didn't see anyone when we looked around before, but maybe we should check again. Don't bother. It's only been a few minutes. Let's take a second to sit and think. Aye, aye, boss. Break time it is. Think. Damn you, Najima. Where the hell did you go? Huh? Hey, boss. I think I hear something coming from those bushes over there. You sure it ain't the wind? Hello? Is anybody there? Well, I'll be damned. Hey, you. Let me ask you something. And how can I help you two fine gentlemen? Huh? Do I know you? I could swear I've seen you somewhere before. Afraid you ain't gonna charm anyone with that tired old line, sir. Not even this old-timer. Playing hard to get, eh? My mistake. Anyway, what's your business here? Just enjoying a moment to myself since I've got the day off. I like it here. It's peaceful. We're looking for someone. Mind if we ask you some questions? Sounds like a lucky man, sir, to have a strapping gent like yourself after him. This one's business, not pleasure. I've dedicated my life to putting this guy behind bars. You can say that again. Boss put in so many hours, even his wife and kid left him. Enough, Ario, you'll set him off. Sorry to hear that, sir, but if you glared at them like that all day, I can't say I blame him. Oh, that's it. The guy I'm after used to laugh just like that. You sure you haven't seen him? Oh, no, sir. Don't know anyone like that, sir. With a laugh like that, he must be bad to the bone. He's a nasty piece of work, all right. Maybe he can still do the right thing. You'd like to think so, eh? Ario, call for backup. Huh? You mean that's him? Crap, he's running away. Wait! I'll go after him. You get backup. Okay, I'm on it. I'm gonna get you. We're gonna chase. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect has been sighted at the former Yasuda Gardens and is fleeing towards Komagata Bridge. Ario, go a long way. Oh, whoop. Here we go the long way around. We'll trap him on the bridge. Got it. Give it up, Najima. You're surrounded. There's no way out. Hey now, you really gonna pull that thing on poor old me? When did the boys in blue get so trigger happy around unarmed civilians? Unarmed my ass. We know what the curse you're packing is capable of. But we also know it can't do shit in the daylight. So give it up and come quiet. Can't do shit in the daylight, eh? What do you think I am, some third-rate amateur? I'm a goddamn black magician. No way, can black magic really do that? Like hell it can. He's pulling that out of his ass. Black magic is from the West, and these curses are Japanese. They don't have anything to do with each other. Besides, if he could use curses while the sun was up, he wouldn't have given us till dusk. Ooh, nice of you to take me at my word on that. Now that Iwai's out of the picture, I'm shit out of options. Good to know. Sounds like it won't take much to get you to give up. Careful now, I might just be desperate enough to try something. And the kid over there might just be desperate enough to shoot. Bit of a wild card, huh? I doubt he can pull off what he's threatening, but we can't be too cautious here. I know, he's a jerk, and if we try to take him down by force, things could get sticky. If I keep him talking, maybe I can get him to drop his guard, or even talk him down. Just have to be careful not to provoke him. Best case scenario is we get him in cuffs. Next best is we steal his cursed stone. Either way, I need to get some idea of how his curse works, or I'll be flying blind. Najima looks nothing at all like I remember him. Did he really starve himself skinny just for this? Is he that hell-bent on revenge? Maybe he used magic. Damn, his hands are starting to shake. Being face to face with Najima must be getting to him. I have every confidence he won't. God, I hope he doesn't crack under the pressure and fire. There's like police everywhere. Folks are starting to gather. It's no surprise given the scene we're causing. But if Najima's packing explosives, he won't need a curse to cause a bloodbath. These idiots need to get out of here, but if they won't listen, why do rubberneckers always have balls of steel? If you want to talk, I'll talk. But you first gotta put that thing away. Can't think straight with a gun in my face. What should we do? Because on one hand, I'm kind of like... kind of want to get rid of that boy. You know, like take it out so we can talk to him. I don't know what he would be able to do. But even then, just trying to think. Nope. I'm gonna keep his gun up. Not a chance. If you got something to say, then say it. Your buddy's hands are shaking. If he squeezes the trigger a bit too hard, I'm done for. Makes things more exciting, don't you think? You two have lost your fucking minds, says that guy. Threat or his curse? What's his threat? That massacre you told me about on the phone. Did you mean it? Every word, don't you worry. Soon you'll have the case of a lifetime. Oh yeah? And how are you gonna pull it off? Like I'm gonna tell you, dumbass. I'll give you one thing for free. I never had to wait till sundown. I just wanted to make sure you'd really hate me for this. Pretty sure I hate you plenty already. That ain't shit. I need more hatred out of you. More, more, more. Needy son of a bitch, ain't ya? He is needy. Oh, I'm not done. Just wait till you see what I've got in store for what you really care about. You should be quaking in your fucking boots. That's not gonna happen. She's got enough to worry about without your sorry ass getting in her hair. That's more like it. There's the face I wanted to see. Yeah, that's the stuff. You have the cursed stone of the one-sided reed. Of course I do. Take a look. Ooh. That's it. Oh, that's it, all right. Whoops. Better put it somewhere safe. Wouldn't want something to happen to it. How did you find out about the cursed stones? They don't have anything to do with black magic. Someone else turned you onto them, didn't they? That puffed-up teacher Araishi couldn't shut up about him. He's desperate for a chance to flaunt his smarts. All I had to do was act impressed. That still doesn't explain how you learned so much so fast. Curses and black magic ain't as different as you seem to think. As far as I'm concerned, they're just two ways of harnessing paranormal powers. You sure there isn't more to it? All that matters is whether that power is the real deal. And that this curse is very real, as you well know. Joke's on you, Najima. Don't you know the one-sided reed is a fake dropped in with the rest? Oh, give it a rest. I've tested it myself. You use that thing on people? Son of a bitch. When something this special falls into your lap, you gotta take it for a spin. I'm just good at covering my tracks. Good enough not to get caught, at least. Let me guess, you're back to your old tricks, attacking schoolgirls in the middle of the night. Ah, so you know about that, huh? One of the brats put up a fight. Bought enough time for the other one to get away, so I went ahead and called it quits. Sounds like your curse is a real pain in the ass to set off. Nah, I had that sorted way beforehand, but she pulled some kind of spirit bullshit on me. I would have gotten the little bitch eventually. I just didn't have the time. Way beforehand, huh? Interesting. If you think puzzling out my curse is gonna help, don't bother. Why not? Because you won't be able to do shit about it either way. I'll let you in on a secret. I could fuck up a good few hundred people right now if I wanted to. A few hundred? Yeah, now you're getting it. I could kill any one of them at any time. I guess we got ourselves a situation. You're telling me your curse could kill people you can't even see. Seems a bit unfair. If you really can do that, why even bother showing up in person last night? I wanted to make sure the curse worked, and I figured I'd need to clean up after. Of course. About black magic. What's it been, Najima? 20 years since you've been studying black magic? And now you're just giving it all up for Eastern curses? I didn't have you down for a cheater. Hey now, black magic screwed me over first. Can't blame a man for going with the girl who can't meet his needs. Screwed you over how? Because your resurrection ritual didn't work? That was the real point of the murders, wasn't it? Must have been rough putting in all that work for no payoff. Imagine my surprise when I finally found out what you were really after. So now you're trying again with the rite of resurrection. taking the chance to spit in my eye while you do it. Tell me, Najima, who is it you want to resurrect so damn bad? Who is it you've spent 20 years chasing? It's the mother of that baby, ain't it? You had a partner. And though you were never put a ring on her, the two of you had a kid. But then she died. Maybe she got sick. Maybe she got into an accident. Either way, she left you and the kid all alone in the world. Tell me I'm wrong, Najima. It's her you're trying to bring back, isn't it? I've seen for myself how many folks are pining their hopes on this rite of resurrection. And I can tell you this, it ain't natural and it ain't gonna lead to anything good. So, if all you ever needed was someone to help you deal with the pain, then... Wah! God, you're so fucking stupid. Huh? Is that really what you think? That's hilarious. You don't know a goddamn thing. What? Damn it, for a second I really thought you were gonna talk him down, boss. Listen up, chump. I'll tell you what really happened 20 years ago. What really happened? You got half of it right. I did have a loving girl back once, sweet as could be. She knows what she went by, though I couldn't tell you if that was her real name. Do you know where she came from either? She traveled, I think. Might have been an angel for all I know. She sure seemed like one to me. But then she got sick, and just like that, she was gone. My guess is that it was the pollution. I never knew for sure, couldn't afford a decent doctor. My life after that was a living hell. Till I found this grimoire in an old bookstore. Grimoire, huh? It told of a resurrection ritual, black magic that can bring Shino back. So I was right. Not exactly, see? Who said the ritual didn't work? You said it yourself. Black magic screwed you over. Oh, it screwed me all right. But it worked just fine. She was a baby. She became a baby. She became a babby. She's the babby. See, the ritual doesn't bring the person back as they were when they died. It's more like reincarnation, rebirth. Rebirth? Wait. Oh no. Oh hell no. You mean that baby? Damn right. The resurrection ritual brought Shino back to me as a fucking baby. You've got to be kidding me. You're telling me that wasn't her kid? That was her in the flesh? The hell I am! That little brat was not my Shino! Her mind was gone, she was totally helpless, she didn't even know who I was! Her warm arms, her gentle voice, gone, gone, gone. There wasn't a damn thing left of her. What the hell did you expect? She was a baby. If you'd really cared about her, you would have grown some balls and acted like a father. Fuck that. I snatched sacrifices off the street for her, chopped them to pieces for her, and that's what I get? A screaming little bundle of shit and piss? That wasn't my Shino. Give me back her softness, give me back her warmth, give her back to me. So you just left the baby to die. I knew you were scum, but you really are the lowest of the low. Look at me in the eye and tell me that if your wife turned into a baby, you'd love her just the same. How could I do that? How could I do that when I couldn't even be sure it was really her? Yeah, I get it. I get you're human garbage who doesn't care about anyone but himself. So now you're going after the rite of resurrection in the hopes you'll get luckier this time. Luck doesn't come into it. The rite really works. There's proof. And what happens when you get the same results if your Shino comes back as a baby again? Shut up! Don't you put that lie in my head. It'll work this time. It has to. That was fun. Known as the Najima murders. Fumichika first began believing in miracles when he voluntarily enlisted in World War II as a teenager and was the only POW in his unit to survive. Damn. By the time the war ended and he was freed, he had learned some English and gained considerable weight from the food he was given in captivity. Upon returning to Japan, Fumichika found that the area in which his parents' house was located in Tokyo had been burned to the ground, and his entire family wiped out in the disaster. Starting over from nothing, he worked hard and eventually opened a small general store near the Sumida River. Though it was not a thriving business, it was enough to put food on the table. Fumichika was inspired by the new cultural trends flooding into the city as Tokyo was rebuilt from the ashes. He was especially fond of books and enjoyed visiting antique bookstores in Kanda to search for rare foreign books in his free time. Of all books, however, it was those on the paranormal and the occult that caught his eye. He was already open to the existence of such things due to his miraculous return from the war. What was initially a passing interest gradually became a deep fascination with Western black magic as he gathered more information on the subject. Still single after 30, Fumichika tried performing a black magic ritual to summon a partner. Soon after, he met a woman who called herself Shino. Though her real name remains unknown, Shino had left her hometown in the countryside where she had no family or work to support her, and somehow made it to Tokyo while earning a meager daily wage. When she met Fumichika, she was haggard and on the verge of starvation. Fumichika, who felt a connection with Shino due to the ritual, decided to take her into his home and let her live there. Both of them having lived alone for most of their lives, the two turned out to be a perfect match. Shino gradually recovered, but still was not strong enough to work. Fumichika was by no means a skilled businessman, and their lives were far from financially secure, but Shino, who had experienced wartime Japan, was simply content to have food on the table to eat every day. The two spent their days together, poor but happy to be by each other's sides. Several years later, Shino's condition took a severe turn for the worse. The local doctor could offer them no help, and without enough money to take Shino to a major hospital, Fumichika resorted to using black magic to heal her. However, it was of no use. She passed away at their home. Her final words were, "I'm sorry, I must go first. I'll leave the rest to you." Fumichika plunged into intense despair. He drank and ate everything he could to distract himself, which caused him to rapidly gain weight. After a while, when he was finally able to walk around town once more, he found himself drawn to an antique bookstore, within which he found a grimoire they had never laid eyes on before. The grimoire contained detailed instructions on how to perform a resurrection through black magic. The rite required the dismemberment and sacrifice of a young woman, but this great cost only served to convince Fumichika that this would be the spell that would finally work. He embraced the grimoire and let his depictions of black magic consume his heart more than ever before. Fumichika then found a destitute woman in town who was on the verge of collapse, brought her to a basement warehouse and performed the ritual sacrifice. However, it had no effect. Thinking that his own hesitation had got in the way, he was swift to perform the ritual again, but it still proved fruitless. He repeated this process 4 times in total. Each time, he dismembered the body into small pieces and dumped them into the filthy Sumida River, where they were never found. While cleaning up after his 4th kill, a disappointed Fumichika noticed an emaciated baby nearby. Could that have been Shino? Damn. This guy is fucked up. Fuck! We did it! We talked! You seriously got your curse locked into several hundred people. Got your curse locked onto several hundred people. That's one hell of a curse stone you're packing. These things sure ain't made equal. And of course you got the nasty one of all the shitty luck. I'm told I pulled a good one. Told? By who? Whoops, I said too much. I knew it. Someone fed you all this info. I don't know what you're talking about. You would, okay. About his threat. I'm a man of my word, as you're about to find out. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm through with black magic. Is that why you gave your grimoire to... Why? I figured he could use it. I put a lot of work into getting him to believe that sort of stuff. Damn. Fine then. Keep your mouth shut. But I do know one thing. All about being able to use your curse during the day, it's bullshit. Just a bluff. Oh, is that what you think? Your back's to the wall and you still haven't used your curse. If you really could pull the plug anytime, you'd have done it by now. Well, now that's the Tsutsumi I know. Fine, I admit it. It's exactly like you said. If I could have used my curse, I woulda. So I did. Huh? There should be a few new corpses around the city right about now. You sure you should be pointing guns at me when people are dying across the city? What? When did you... Hey, Ario. Get someone to check that out. Don't take your eyes off. Najima. Aye, aye, boss. Hey, I need someone over here. Oh, hey, I need someone over here. Yeah, that's right. Get to earning that paycheck. If you don't see to them soon, there'll be plenty more on the way. However, will you get out of this mess? The longer you keep me here, the more people die. That's blood on your hands. Bullshit. You're bluffing. Think what you like. You'll see soon enough. No way he's used his curse. He's got to be blowing smoke up our asses, but if he's not, what's his game here? Is he just stalling for time, or does he have some way to turn the tables? Huh. Is the one-sided, oh, no. Cut off an arm and leg and threw them into the canal. Ever since then... Oh... Okay... Just trying to figure something out here. Alrighty then. Huh? Gah! I'll slit your throat, you little shit! Huh? What? Stay back, I'll shoot! Wait, don't actually shoot, you idiot! See you around, dumb fucks. Shit, he jumped. Damn it, after him, don't let him get away! Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 6 p.m. From HQ to all bureaus. Suspect evaded officers at Komagata Bridge and fled. Currently remains at large. The time at which he threatened to carry out his attack is approaching. In response, we will call in reinforcements and widen the search perimeter beyond the immediate Sumida River area. Our boy is sad. Boss. Boss. Boss, I'm sorry, it's all my fault. If only I hadn't lost my nerve and opened fire. Enough, I told you already, it's on me. I should have told you to lower your weapon. Thinking that chasing him to the river would corner him was also a miscalculation. Sure, it's possible that right now, he's sleeping with the fishes at the bottom of the river. But somehow I doubt things would be that easy. Do you think he really can kill hundreds of people? Who knows? Him saying he already used his curse turned out to be a bluff. Hard to believe he could kill hundreds at once, even with a cursed stone, but... all we can do is pray that he was lying. The condition for Nejima's cursed stone, the one-sided reed, was only later discovered. Kills by dismemberment, one whose face, address, name, age, occupation, and location are all known by the curse bearer. Holy crap! And so, at sunset that day, out of 632 students enrolled at Komagata High School, the 377 who were at home, each one had one arm, one leg severed, one by one, in the order they appeared in the school register. They bled to death while screaming in agony. Having no known cause, this atrocity terrified the public, resulting in widespread panic. Wow! Before long, fear and speculation plunged society into total chaos, and misinformation about the curses began to spread. A series of unrelated incidents broke out, unleashing pandemonium beyond all control. While it is uncertain whether Fumichika Najima intended things to go this far, Tetsuo Tsumi's daughter, Ayame Tono, was also killed by Najima's curse shortly after. And Tetsuo Tsumi, unable to bear the heavy responsibility or the people's blame, quit the police force and fled from the public eye. At the very least, Najima's goal of driving Tetsuo Tsumi to ruin could not have been more thoroughly achieved. He did it! Thus, with his rapturous satisfaction, the curtains close on ending to Najima's reminiscence. Our shaky boy, we almost survived that if we just put down the gun. Honestly, I was like pretty sure he would just jump into the river and we'd all be like, oh no. And I was like, man, we should just shoot his legs. I really just have no idea why we didn't just do that. I feel like I would have just shot and asked questions later. This man needed to be, how do I put this? Yeah, the word is incapacitated. That's it. He needs to be incapacitated. What Najima went on to use his enormous horde of soul dregs for remains unclear. But according to later reports, Najima devoted himself to his master, a woman called Lady Ashino. Huh. That's super interesting. Anyways, I'll do the other side of this next time. This was a long episode. But, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We totally got a bad ending, and we're gonna keep going with those bad endings, baby. All right. Take care, guys, and yeah. See you next time.